This week's all-new episode of South Park was called Naughty Ninjas, and believe it or not, it saw the return of Officer Barbrady, South Park's dim-witted cop who's been pretty damn inactive in the show for the last, a handful of seasons. Barbrady would, however, end up being the impetus for the show to tackle the oh-so-hot-button issue of police brutality in America. You see, when Barbrady is called into the school, he accidentally shoots an unarmed ethnic student. The city fires him, which, is kind of funny because it gives the mayor a chance to do a great mythology gag for the longtime fans about how there was a time in South Park history when Barbrady was literally the only cop, but now things have changed, times are different. And you know what, it only took 19 seasons, but we finally get to see what Barbrady looks like with his sunglasses off, and even his home for that matter. None of this is particularly funny or anything, but as a lifelong fan, I find this sort of stuff rewarding. The thing is, this incident means that all of South Park's cops are afraid to go out and police because, as they put it, how are they supposed to do their jobs when they can't beat up any minority that they want? It's the whole reason they became cops in the first place. This isn't anything new, really, when you stop and think about it. I mean, South Park PD has always kind of been racist. Just look at episodes like The Jeffersons or even hashtag Happy Holograms from last season. In fact, by the end of Naughty Ninjas, you get the feeling the only good cop is, dumb though he may be, Barbrady. I mean, sure, he made a horrible mistake. Yeah, he's incompetent, but unlike the rest of the cops, he actually feels bad about what he did and tries to apologize for it. While all this is going on, the kids of South Park have taken to playing ninja in the ruins of what was once Soda Sopa, but everyone ends up mistaking them for ISIS, and as such, all the junkies and homeless people start invading the rich part of town, which is now undefended by the police. And if you thought this episode couldn't get any more fuck the police, well, they totally end up using that song in a funny montage of the townspeople screwing with the cops. But surprisingly, the episode never really went deep into the whole institutionalized racism amongst cops in America thing, or even Black Lives Matter as a movement for that matter. Instead, the show opted to make the big message about how people only ever really seem to care about all the issues I just mentioned when it's convenient for them. Cops are bad, that is until I need them, in which case they can do whatever they like because it's me involved in this, not someone else. The Boys Ninja storyline had some fun moments in it, with Cartman not being sure who he was talking to through their black robes, or getting super excited when the quote-unquote ninja leader told him about how much they hated Jews. Granted, the continually reoccurring bit about ninjas being gay got less and less funny each time it came up, till eventually just petering out near the end. Coming to think of it, Naughty Ninjas ultimately didn't have much to say about ISIS either, besides the fact that they're scary, tech-savvy, and that rebellious American kids might very well co-opt their image and style in the same way they do with, Hitler or Al Capone. Naughty Ninjas, while having a few chuckle-worthy moments, never quite came together for me in any meaningful way. You would think that, after having a week off like they did, the writers could have really gotten in there and hammered out a classic. This one, I don't know. Well, it might have been low-hanging fruit too. I'm surprised they didn't do a Quentin Tarantino bit, considering how much he's been in the news as of recently. Chop this up to another decent episode that could have been great. I give it a 6 out of 10, and admittedly at least 5% of that 6 is just, getting to see Barbrady with his glasses off. Speaking of which, as the episode ended this week, we got almost a Marvel-esque stinger wherein Barbrady is approached by a mysterious man in a suit who claims that all the weird events that have been going down in South Park Season 19 might very well be connected. I can only imagine this will lead us into the finale, so hey, good on them for using continuity in a creative way. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll feel like checking out some more videos I have on offer here at Cape Joel.